Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we were looking at the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Yondu, which is a Target exclusive. I did find this at my local Target after I saw someone posted on one of the Facebook groups saying that they found it at their Target. I believe theirs was in New Jersey. I do live in the Houston area. So as soon as I saw that, I rushed to my Houston Target, and sure enough, there he was on the shelf. So very excited to have this figure, man. So let's get a quick look at the packaging, then we'll get a quick look at the figure itself. Like all the other plastic-free packaging, you do get a render of the figure up here. You get the logo of the character or the team that this character is associated with, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy. You get the name of the character up there, Yondu. You get a very nice comic image of Yondu right there, the Marvel Legends logo. On the back, you get the figure and the accessories that he comes with. On the side, you get another render. On top, you get another logo of the team that he's from, Guardians of the Galaxy. On the bottom, a whole bunch of bullshit. But enough about this packaging. Let's crack this bad boy open. And here we have comic Yondu. And overall, he's a pretty solid figure. He's not a bad figure, but he's also not a great figure. It is a decent Yondu figure. It fills the spot for that missing comic Yondu. And yeah, man, for me, it's pretty okay. I think it's good enough. I know some people were upset about this figure, but he looks good. He does look good. The paint apps are nice. I really do like that face printing technology on his head. Weirdly enough, this fin right here was not attached to his head. Straight out the packaging, it came with the accessories. As you can see, it on slots. And then you get that weird slot on the top of his head, which I kind of find odd. I guess they just didn't want to bend it or break it. It's a really stiff plastic, so you can't break that if you bend it the wrong way or anything. But you do peg it from the front right here, and then you just kind of work it back, and then it slides on. So it's not too bad to put on. It is just a red piece of plastic that is molded in, nothing too crazy, no paint or any type of sculpt on it. The face does look good. Again, I really do like the paint that it does come on it. You get that face printing technology, so it does look good. It's got those pointy ears. You move down to the torso. It is on the Sunfire body. It would have been nice to get him in an updated body like the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man or the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man body, but this works as well. You get some very nice gold on there. The paint is done really, really well, man. I really do like that paint. It's not sloppy at all. You get some really sharp lines. Yeah, I do like it quite a bit. That gold looks nice. It's nice and metallic. It reflects the light very nicely. The red looks good. Moving down to his little belt right there. That does remind me of the Zemo belt, the comic Zemo that we got at Walgreens. Very similar. Then you get these bands that are separate pieces and slide up and down, as well as this little cuff right there. This looks nice. And then the legs are pretty simple. It's just a flat plastic, blue plastic. I do like that it is matte. It's not too shiny. And then these boots we've seen before. They look good. His arm looks pretty decent. You get that gold paint. No real sloppiness or anything. Again, it does have pins as it is a older body. They could have given us some of the new limbs with this body, but it's not too bad. The quiver does plug into the back right there. It does have a peg hole. You can plug that in. And then he does have this little leash thing, so it can hold the quiver, or it can look like it's holding the quiver. And then he does come with the Yaka arrow that is just a solid red plastic. So nothing too crazy there. And then the bow and arrow is a gold metallic plastic, and it does have a translucent piece of plastic for the string, if that's the right word. I don't know my archery very well, and I think this is new. I don't think I've seen this before, but I could be wrong. But overall, solid figure, man. Again, he's not a bad figure, but he's also not an amazing figure. It is a good stand-in for Yondu. I don't think we've had a Yondu figure in the Marvel Legends line, especially not any time recently that I remember of. But yeah, pretty solid figure. I like him. I like him quite a bit. I know some people didn't like him very much, but I like him. But now let's get a quick look at articulation. His head is on a ball and hinge since it is on a Sunfire body, but it does not look up very much because then this little fin on his head gets on the way. Plugging that back in. It does kind of get in the way, so He can look down a fair amount. No real head pivoting. Kind of just shifts a little bit, but not much. He does have ball joints at the shoulder right there, and they get in a decent amount. He does have butterfly joints to shift a good amount back, good amount forward, so you can get some archery poses going on. You can see right there. So that does look good. He does have a upper bicep swivel, double pinned elbows. He does have a hinge at the wrist that hinges up and down. That is for both hands. So there goes his arrow. He does have an ab crunch that goes this much forward, that much back. He does have a waist cut, but that belt kind of gets in the way, so you can shift it up and down. So shifting that up, you can rotate a full 360 if you like. Shifting that back down. He does have upper thigh cuts. He can kick this much forward and not much back. He can kick to the side. These legs are really gummy, so I don't like that. He does have double pinned knees, boot cut, and his feet hinge this much forward, that much back, and he does have ankle pivot with pegals at the bottom of his feet. Now getting a quick look at size comparisons. Here we have Yondu next to the Marvel Legends Deluxe Thanos and the Marvel Legends Retro Card Doctor Doom. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Retro Card Loki and the Walgreens exclusive Baron Zemo. And as you can see, they kind of have a little WWE Championship belt thing going on. Zemo's is a little bit bigger, but, you know, similarities, but still different. Here we have him with the Marvel Legends Black Panther and the 20th anniversary Captain America. And last but not least, I don't have his movie counterpart, but I do have the new Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Star-Lord and the Cosmo Build-A-Figure. And there you have it. An okay release by the Marvel Legends team. I did say that this figure wasn't bad and that it wasn't great, but the more and more I messed with him as I was trying to pose him, it was getting a little bit frustrating. On the back of the packaging, they kind of have him using his bow and arrow. As you can see, they're kind of like shooting it out in the distance, but he's not holding his arrow. And I know why they did that, because he could barely hold that arrow in his hand. That hand is definitely not made to hold that arrow. It is a reuse. But yeah, that he has a really hard time holding that arrow. If he had a vertical hinge, maybe that would help a little bit more. But yeah, you can't really get him into a bow and arrow shooting pose. Maybe if they would have gave him another bow where the band of the bow is like pulled back and he can actually grip it, that would have been nice. But yeah, you can't really get him into a bow and arrow shooting pose, which is unfortunate because this figure or this character is known to shoot a bow and arrow. So yeah, it's a little disappointing, to be honest with you. The more and more I mess with it, the more and more I disliked him. But you know, he still looks good. He looks decent. It is on an older body. The pins do stick out and they are an eyesore. The good thing about this figure is that the pins aren't different colors on each side of the arm, so that's a bonus. But yeah, man, he's just I wish he could I wish he could shoot his bow and arrow. That's the main thing. You know, he's a character known to shoot a bow and arrow. So for him not to be able to do that is a little bit of a letdown. But overall, still a good looking figure. But enough of me rambling on, man. Let me know down in the comments below if you're going to be picking this figure up, or if it's a disappointing for y'all, or if you're going to be passing. Whatever the case may be, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The links to all those are in the description down below. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.